Hi there, this is Teresa. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to do all signs, no contact, and separation. If you are wanting to know what is your person's feelings, what are their intentions, what are their next actions, we're going to find out. Keep in mind this is general collective. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I would appreciate it. All right, let's start with Aries first. Aries, your person, no contact and separation. What's going on with them? Aries. Your person is feeling like they do care about you, and even though this is not a good time, they do want to smooth things over at some point. Looks like their intentions is to come back. They want you to trust that they are going to come back in time. When they do come back, they are going to be a little bit defensive because they are accusing you of having somebody else, Aries. That is the reason why they are pushing you away right now, is they feel like you're entertaining a third party. Why do they think there's a third party here? Okay, so you maybe were traveling quite a bit. Maybe you were maintaining certain control. Maybe you were controlling your phone, not letting them have access to your phone. There's definitely some type of distance here. This person felt like you were trying to control the narrative with the situation, and you did not see things from the same perspective. Yeah, there's definitely some insecurities this person has about there being a third party. Could be because you do travel a lot. Maybe you don't speak to that to your person quite a bit. They are feeling like because of that, you are maybe talking to someone else. What's going to be the likely outcome here? Okay, so it looks like you are going to have a conversation. You could be married to this person or you live together. You're going to have a conversation, but here's the deal is your person's not real confident. They don't really feel strongly like this is going to work out. There's definitely insecurities that have not been repaired. They do care about you and they do want to come back, but they're not really sure that they can trust that the situation is going to work in their favor. All right, let's get one card of advice. Give me 1 second here. Okay, I am traveling, so I apologize. This is not my normal setup. All right, what is the advice for Aries at this time? What is the animal oracle that you should emanate this energy for your advice? We have the llama, number 55. So let's look at the llama. The llama is learning to be patient. It represents steadfastness, endurance, and companionship, encouraging you to walk your path with a gentle stride. It inspires you to cultivate patience and gratitude, valuing the meaningful connections that you create along your journey. So you're being asked to be patient is the energy. Okay, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Taurus, no contact and separation. What's going on with you and your person? What is your person's feelings, intentions, next actions? They're very curious about you. They feel that you are being very greedy and selfish, and they're replaying things over and over again. Their intentions right now is to walk away and try to figure out where their happiness lies. They could be doing a lot of online searching. They could be talking to people on social media. It does look like their actions is they are going to attempt to go through attempt to go towards a third party. They're going to regret it once they do that. So let's find out what's going on. There's that Seven of Swords hidden at the bottom of the deck. So they're definitely being sneaky. Taurus's person, no contact and separation. One more shuffle. Why does this person feel like you're being greedy and selfish? Okay, so you were very secretive at one time. You were not expressing certain things, feelings, and emotions, and they observed that. They observed your behavior change. Maybe you were somebody who was very, very secretive, and then all of a sudden you started sharing things, but it wasn't adding up, and this person felt like something was off. What's going to be the likely outcome? This person is going to go through to a third party. They're going to be tempted to, and then they're going to regret it. Okay, so it looks like they're detaching their emotions. They're very unhappy within themselves and the situation. They're just going to kind of wait and see what happens. This could be somebody you met at work. Eventually they want to try to work it out, but they just don't know. They're not very optimistic that it's going to work. All right, well, let's get some animal oracle message of advice for Taurus. What is the animal oracle message of advice for those with Taurus placement? What's the energy you should emanate when you see this animal? This is spirit guiding you with your advice. What is the animal message for your journey, Taurus? The wombat, number 95. Let's look at 95 in the guidebook. The wombat is about remaining centered during turbulent times. In the heart of the spiritual essence of the traditions of the wombat, it teaches us the importance of grounding, persistence, and inner strength. They guide us to remain rooted when life turns difficult, to draw wisdom from our connection to nature. So you're being asked to remain centered during these turbulent times. Gemini, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Gemini, no contact and separation with you and your person. What is going on with their feelings, intentions, and next actions? All right, they have some messages. They feel like they had a dream about you recently about sending you these messages. Their intentions is they don't really want to hold back much longer. So if you haven't heard from this person, they are going to come towards you. They don't want to hurt you anymore. There's some communication about a third party. This doesn't have to be a romantic third party. It could be a family member, a friend, could be a work thing. But they feel like they needed to pull back because of this third party situation. So let's find out what this third party situation is for Gemini. What is this third party situation for Gemini? Okay, so whoever it is, they've dropped this person. This could be somebody they were talking to, they were casually talking to, somebody that maybe they were even talking to about your relationship. They are not talking to this person anymore. They see you as the person they're committed to. So this could be somebody that they were communicating with somebody, maybe just chatting with somebody online through social media, or maybe somebody that they met through work. Either way, they were talking to this person about your guys' problems, and that is why they pulled back. Now they realize that you're the person they want to be with. They did drop communication with this third party. What's going to be the likely outcome here? Could be dealing with an air sign or an earth sign. There is an instability here. They want you to overcome the trust issue that you're going to feel with them. They know it's going to take time and patience, but they do want to heal this. They are going to take the accountability. So if you're wondering, hey, Teresa, are they going to take the accountability for talking to someone else outside of our relationship? Yes, they are. All right, let's go ahead and get a spirit animal message of advice for Gemini. What is the spirit animal that you need to know on your journey? Spirit could be sending you this animal, letting you know you need to emanate this energy as your advice. Gemini. We have the Raven, number 77. You could be born in 1977. Your person could be. Next 77 days could be significant. It says, believe in your magic. A symbol of magic, wisdom, and transformation, the raven is serving a mystical guide through the unknown. Its potent medicine unveils deep hidden knowledge and truths. It passionately urges us to embrace life's mysteries. So believe in the magic of the situation and the circumstance. Cancer, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Cancer, no contact in separation. What is your person's feelings, intentions, and next actions? Cancer. Your person feels like the separation or this break is just temporary. This is a newer connection. Their intentions is to try to figure out what they truly believe that they value when it comes to a connection or relationship, because they're a little murky that you hold the same values or beliefs that they do. Their actions is they may want to have a new opportunity, but they're coming in divine masculine energy, so they're being a little bit stubborn, maybe not even willing to compromise. So let's see what's going on. What is this personal value difference or belief difference between Cancer and their person that's caused them to take a step back, to temporarily put the connection on pause? seeing 29, so you could be 29 years old. Last 29 days could be significant. Okay, so there's something that you're wishing and you truly believe that you want that's going to make you happy. This person does not have the same wish as you. So for example, let's say you wish to get married and you wish to have children, or you wish to move to another country. This person doesn't wish to do any of those things. Maybe they don't want to get married. Maybe they don't want children. Maybe they don't want to move away from their area. They're in their comfort zone. So whatever your wish is, it's very different than their wish. This is the problem, is this person is recognizing and they truly believe that even if you were to continue on in this connection, there is an indifference of values, that you're just not going to be in alignment. So they are going to come back, but they're coming back in masculine energy. Yeah, it looks like even when they come back, they're still not really looking like they're going to heal the situation. Give me 2 more cards on the outcome here. What's the outcome for Cancer? Okay, so they're returning, but here's the problem. They're going to return. It's going to stay stuck. It's not going to progress. It's not going to be able to move forward. It's not going to really go the distance of maybe what you're anticipating could happen with the connection. And it's because this person's values are very different. Maybe there's different religious backgrounds. Maybe there's difference in opinion about family or relationships. Maybe this is somebody who wants an open relationship and you don't, or vice versa. There is definitely a belief system or value system that's impacted. So they are going to return, but they're coming back returning unchanged, and it's going to stay stuck. So, all right, let's get you some advice. What is the animal oracle message of advice for Cancer placements during this no contact situation? What is the spirit animal message on your journey that Spirit's sending to you as your guidance that you need to know, Cancer? If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Okay, you're getting 2. We have the Arabian Aurochs, number 4, and you also had the Panther, number 70. So 7 and 4, 74 could be significant. Let's look at the Arabian Aurochs first, number 4. This is about facing challenges with composure. This majestic creature is attuned to the rigors of its environment, embodying the resilience we need to face during life's challenges with determination. It symbolizes human aspiration for liberation, encouraging us to confront difficulties with composure and a mindful resolve. So this is asking you to face this challenge with composure. And then the Panther is number 70, so the next 70 days could be significant. Somebody could be born in 1970. 70 could be somebody's favorite number. The Panther is about exploring the realms of the unseen. The Black Panther's mystic embodies enigma, transformation, and intuitive wisdom. Its medicine empowers us to confront our inner shadows and unlock our intuitive talents for personal growth and self and development. So during this challenging time, Spirit is asking you really to explore the unseen, the unknown, and really listen to your intuition, something that maybe you're blocking when it comes to this connection. You're needing to be open and receptive to receiving what is your intuition guiding you about the circumstance. Leo, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Leo, no contact in separation. What is your person's feelings, intentions, and next actions? Leo, no contact. If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. All right, Leo, your person is feeling like they don't want anyone else, but they feel like the two of you don't have a lot in common. Their intentions is to try to figure out how to resolve the issues and bring stability and security to the situation. They are coming back, but here's the thing is they know they acted foolish by going silent or quiet, but they feel it's important that whatever these compatibility issues you two have with morals and values or perspective, they feel like it's important for the two of you to try to resolve it. All right, so automatically the 4 of Swords and the 7 of Swords are coming out. So you could be dealing with a twin flame. 7 and 4 is 11. This person doesn't feel like there's peace in the situation, and maybe they're not telling you that. Maybe they're hiding that from you. We also have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is somebody who they want stability and security in the situation, but they're lying to themselves that maybe they are not able to resolve the issue. Let's see what's going to be the likely outcome here. Okay, so they're definitely not confident when they return. This is somebody that you could be dealing with a Gemini. We have earth energy and we also have air energy. This is somebody you're definitely in separation with. And it looks like there's a lot of choices and decisions the two of you need to make. You could be dealing with a Leo also. Strongly, there's a lot of clouded judgment, clouded opinions about this incompatibility. The morals and values are definitely playing a factor into the situation. Leo, your person could be lying to themselves about this long-term stability, but they're just not confident about it during separation. They're trying to figure out what their choices and decisions are, and they're trying to work up the strength to try to figure that out. Okay, let's get a card of advice for those with Leo placements. What is the spirit animal message of advice for Leo at this time? This is spirit animal that you should be emanating this energy. When you see this animal, this is spirit guiding you on your journey. For Leo placements in this situation, we have the otter and the nightingale, number 66 and 63. Okay, so let's look at the nightingale, or the otter first, because that came out first. 66. Prioritize bonds with family. Radiating joy, the otter inspires us to forge deep relationships, relish life's simple joys, and fortify family ties. It stands as testament to the deep-seated importance of community and the magic of shared moments of happiness. So this is somebody you could have a family with, or maybe you want to have a family, or maybe there's a blended family environment. You're needing to prioritize the bond of the family of this situation. The nightingale is number 63. So let's look at the nightingale. The nightingale says tap into the power of music. Music could be something very therapeutic for you, Leo. A symbol of enchanting melodies and spiritual healing, the nightingale carries a message of hope through its soothing songs. Its medicine lies in offering solace, inspiring expression, and recognizing that even in darkness, the power of music can illuminate our path to healing. So you could maybe need to use music as a way to help you cope with the situation or circumstance you're going through. And it's going to be very therapeutic for you. And it's also going to help you potentially, maybe you and your person are going to bond over music. All right, Virgo, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Virgo, no contact in separation. What is your person's feelings, intentions, and next actions? Virgo. They feel like they want you to unblock them. And they ran away from the situation, Virgo, because they didn't want things to get worse. So they decided to distance themselves. Their intentions is they regret everything. They know you're a blessing in disguise in their life. They just need you to unblock them. Their actions is that they're discovering what their life path and journey is, and they're definitely going to be reaching out to you. So let's find out, why did this person run away, Virgo, before things got worse? They ran away. They distanced themselves. Let's see, one more shuffle for Virgo. If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Okay, so they do want to overcome some type of hurt or disappointment. I seen this when I was shuffling. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Virgo. You could deal with someone who has Pisces in their chart. This person feels like they have sacrificed a lot, and it could be some things that has hurt them or disappointed them, and that's why they distance themselves. It looks like they want to overcome the sternness, the way they've been acting. What's going to be the likely outcome for Virgo placements? What's going to be the likely outcome for Virgo? Okay, so they are returning the Five of Pentacles, but it looks like it's not as passionate new beginning as you would want, and there's a sense of unclearness. It looks like this person wants peace in the situation, but they don't really know how to discover where they're going when it comes to the situation. They want peace, but they don't really know clearly if there's going to be a new beginning. It could be because the two of you have some things you need to work out. We're dealing with a fire sign, earth sign, or maybe an Aries. Let's get a card of advice for Virgo placements. What is the spirit animal on your journey, Virgo, that you need to know, you need to hear, you need to emanate this energy as your advice? All right, Virgo. Okay, we have the kangaroo, number 44. You could be 44 years old. The next 44 days could be significant, or the last 44 days. Let's see what 44 is. Be supportive of others. Through its distinctive and elegant bounding motions, the kangaroo embodies a nurturing and protective spirit. Its graceful leaps, we discover, not only a symbol of strength, but also an invitation to foster an environment where others can thrive and find solace. So you're being asked to be very supportive of your person during this time period. All right, Libra. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Libra. No conflict and separation. What's going on with your person? Libra. No contact. Your person feels like they did lie to you about their feelings, and they feel like they want to repair or reconcile. Their intentions is they're not happy alone, and they're very much caught in their head. Their actions is they're tired of creating this drama. They felt under pressure about something that happened. They feel wounded just like you probably feel wounded about the situation, Libra. So let's find out what's going on here with Libra and their person. What is this drama that they felt the pressure and the wound of this experience? Okay, so I'm hearing the song, I'm sorry, I hurt you. So this is somebody who did apologize because they were not sympathetic. They also felt like maybe you were not sympathetic either. Yeah, maybe you were not being practical with the way you were handling them, and you were not being very compassionate, and they checked out. They completely checked out. They lied to you and said that they were bored in the connection, that they were over it, but that's really not the truth. They just checked out because they felt like you were not being empathetic or compassionate to their needs. What's going to be the likely outcome here? Okay, so I do see that this person may be very cunning, a little bit careless when they do return. You are still going to be in separation. It looks like this person is not going to nurture the connection because they're still hurt over the way things have played out between the two of you. Yeah, things are still stuck. What can you do to get this unstuck? 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So if you do have a family with this person, you share a home with this person, and you're wanting longevity back with this person, there's going to be an opportunity for you to commit to offering something. Maybe it's offering a apology. It's offering some type of do-over. There's definitely a need for something new to be sparked within the connection. Maybe there's something new that the two of you need to experience together. Maybe going to church, or having date night, or agreeing to disagree at whatever this problem was that your person feels like you were not there for them. There's going to be an opportunity for you to step up. That's the only way. If you step up and show this person that you do want this, then that will create an opportunity for you to have that. All right, let's get a card of advice for Libra. What is the spirit animal on your journey that spirit is sending to you as your advice? What is it you need to know? What is it you need to hear, Libra, that's going to serve your highest good? What is the advice? What is the guidance? Okay, we got two. We've got the lizard, number 54, and we've got the wolf, number 94. So let's look at the lizard first, number 54. Reinvent yourself. The lizard embodies essence of regeneration, flexibility, and survival, encouraging us to adapt to new circumstances. With its remarkable ability to regenerate lost limbs, the lizard stands as a living testament to the power of renewal. So you have the power to renew yourself in the connection, and that could be the opportunity that your person needs, with you taking the lead. We also have the wolf, number 94. Sometime between now and December could be significant. 94, let's look at 94, the wolf. Rely on your instincts. An emblem of loyalty, intuition, and leadership, the wolf bestows profound insights through its teachings. It promotes the building of tight-knit communities, nurtures reliance on one's instincts, and emphasizes the importance of collaboration in facing life's hurdles, ensuring both personal and collective growth. So you're really needing to use your intuition to discern when it is time for you to actually reinvent yourself in this connection, when the circumstances arise. That's your best piece of advice. All right, Scorpio, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Scorpio, no contact and separation. What is going on with your person's feelings, intentions, and next actions, Scorpio? If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Scorpio, Your person feels like they are suffering in silence, and things just got really intense, and that's why they pulled back. Their intentions is to send you a text message. They're a little bit indecisive because they don't want to falsely give you an expectation that they can't deliver on because they are suffering. Their actions are, right now, they're conflicted because they can't eat, they can't sleep, they can't work, they can't really focus directly on anything because they feel like you lied to them about something. Okay, and that's what the intensity is from. What did they think Scorpio lied to them about? Let's find out. Scorpio. They think you lied to them about your feelings, that there was something that they expressed to you that they were going through, and they feel like you said you were being supportive or that you were there for them, but you really were not. Yeah. They truly believe that you were not pouring into them, that you were just saying stuff just to overcome the situation, but you really lied about being compassionate about what they were really going through. They feel like you didn't recognize what they really were experiencing in that moment, that you were not being sympathetic or empathetic. You were saying things, but they didn't feel that you were really being compassionate of their needs. What's going to be the likely outcome for Scorpio? Could be dealing with the Pisces or Aquarius. 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. They're definitely returning. They do wish to return. Here's the problem: is they are going to return, but they're going to return holding back just a little bit. They're returning because they do want this, but they're returning because they're suffering in silence. And their silence is they're holding on to this, that they feel that you lied. They feel like you weren't being compassionate. You weren't being empathetic. You were not connecting to them in that moment. You were saying things, but they didn't feel you were being genuine. They felt like you were just saying it just to say it. And they've been thinking a lot about it. And that's what the intensity is. So they are returning, but it's not. Let's get a card of, what can you do to help them feel that you were actually being empathetic? Were you being empathetic? Use your intuition. Your intuition is going to help you realize that this person is obsessively holding on to, they feel you lied. So your intuition is going to be able to guide you to break free of this obsessive energy. So when your intuition is, you know, like me, the top of my head starts tingling when my intuition's going off. Like, everybody has different physical reactions when your intuition is on par. So for you, it could be like the hair on your arms stand up, or you get the chills, or you like get flustered, or maybe you get ringing in your ears. There's some type of physical response your body has when your intuition is correct. And you need to recognize what that is. And when you feel that, you obsessively feel your intuition is strongly saying, hey, I need to step up when it comes to this person if I want to hold on to them. Use your intuition to guide you in that moment of what to say or what to do to how to overcome it. All right, let's get one spirit animal on your journey of advice that you need to know, you need to hear, that's going to serve your highest good. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio. What is the spirit animal on your journey that Spirit's sending you for your advice or your guidance, Scorpio? The kiwi bird, number 45. So let's look at 45. You could be 45 years old. The next 45 days could be significant. This energy says your advice is to trust yourself. When you see the kiwi bird, or you're seeing it now, this is telling you to trust your intuition. It says, emerging from New Zealand's lush forest, the kiwi bird is a unique creature that encourages us to trust our inner wisdom, which is our intuition. Offer compassion and embrace our own individuality. This bird teaches us to find contentment within and develop our empathy and authentic self-expression. And that's what your person is needing. So you're going to need to trust yourself when you see the kiwi bird in that moment. All right, Sagittarius. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Sagittarius, no contact, in separation. What's going on with you and your person, Sagittarius? Can you please like, comment, share, and subscribe? I'd appreciate it. Sagittarius. What's your person's feelings? No contact, Sagittarius. Person feels like things were moving too fast. It created a lot of drama. Their intentions is to stay single. They deeply regret moving things too fast, too quick, too soon. And they know they invested in the connection, but it's being revealed that it's too late. They feel like they have already ripped off the Band-Aid and disposed of the situation. Okay. Why did this person want to move so fast with Sagittarius? Why did this person want to move so fast with Sagittarius? Why did they move so fast to create this drama? They thought it was going to work. They thought that the two of you would work well together, that this was a connection or a situation that, there's a glare here. They thought that it was going to, the two of you could come together and collaborate. Looks like there was a lot of pressure this person put on this working right away. What's going to happen here? I see that there's an opportunity. This person may reach out, or you may reach out to this person. Is this Sagittarius or their person? Who is this? This is your person. They have a lot of anxiety. They're going to reach out and let you know that, they feel unsettled. The way that they started things really quickly, it became very dramatic for them. They know they invested a lot really fast, but things really haven't changed. They're focusing on themselves. They're recognizing who they are, and they're recognizing what they've done. There could be also a co-parenting dynamic that could be a factor that could be why things are not changing. This person could be co-parenting with somebody, or you could be. There's that Tower. Yeah, unexpectedly, you will realize that the Judgment's in reverse. This person really isn't being fair with what the truth is. But it is their truth. All right, well, let's get some advice for Sagittarius. What is the spirit animal message of advice for those with Sagittarius placements? What is it you need to know? What is it you need to hear when you see this spirit animal on your journey? What is the energy you need to emanate? The Camel, number 11, the month of November could be significant. Let's look at the Camel energy. Persevere through tough times. As you wander into an unforgiving, a rigid landscape, the Camel stands as a testament to perseverance and survival. This iconic, enduring creature profoundly imparts the relevance in navigating life's challenges with patience, resilience, and an unwavering pace. So you're being asked to persevere through this, even though it may be tough, it may be challenging for you. Capricorn, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Capricorn, no contact in separation. What is your person's feelings? They are plotting a plan because they do want to be with you. Their intentions is they want to be together, but they don't want to be vulnerable. So if you ask this person to be vulnerable, to give you some type of love or affection, to bond a little bit deeper, they're not willing to do that. Their actions is they feel like you pushed them away by making it more complicated than it needed to be, that they just didn't want to go there. Why does this person not want to open up and be vulnerable and be more bonded with Capricorn in this situation? They want to be with you, but they do not want, maybe they don't want a commitment. Maybe they don't want to be connected emotionally. They want to be with you, but maybe they only want to be with you physically or financially or spiritually. Why is this person so, okay, so there's competition here, so they could be talking to other people, dating other people. Things are stuck for a reason. Distance could be also an issue. This person doesn't want to be vulnerable with you. Maybe you live at a distance, maybe they live at a distance. Either way, I do see competition. I do see communication as a factor, because this person could be communicating with other people, and travel could also be a distance, could be an issue. Likely outcome, yeah, there's definitely physical distance here, which is leaving even more confusion than there was in the past. There's going to be an opportunity for this person to reach out to you. However, they're not giving you the emotional connection that you want and that you desire. So if you're looking for this person to tell you they love you, they want to be with you, there's an emotional bond or vulnerability, or them to share heartfelt of how they feel about you, I don't see them doing that. I do see them reaching out, but here's the deal. It's definitely going to blindside you, because you're going to still feel even more confused than you do right now, because there is distance. And it could be because they do have other people they're talking to, and travel is definitely a factor. So upon return, if you want them to return, they are, but it's not changed. If anything, it's worse than it was. So Capricorn, let's get you some advice. What is the spirit animal that Spirit is sending to you along your journey? What is the advice? What is the guidance you need to know, that you need to hear, that's going to serve your highest good, Capricorn? The Anaconda, number 2. Okay. So next 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months could be significant. You could be seeing a lot of 2s. You could have this could be a tattoo. You may like snakes. What's the anaconda? Embrace change. This is your advice. Representing metamorphosis, immense power, and deep-seated instincts, the anaconda emerges as a guardian of transformative growth, encouraging us to relinquish outdated patterns and invites us to embrace change with open arms, fostering an environment where rejuvenation can thrive. So snakes shed their skin. So you're being asked to recognize that this is a connection that is going through a transformation, and you are being asked to take the advice of feeling tempted to make that change. Aquarius. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Aquarius, no contact and separation with you and your person. What's going on here? If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Aquarius, what's going on? During no contact, this person's a little confused because they did take you for granted. Their intentions, they don't want to show you their emotions, but they want to overcome this. They feel like things are one-sided. They're going to chase you, but they're going to still not give you what you need because they know that there's that Seven of Swords, they lied because they did take you for granted. They're going to say, no, I didn't take you for granted, but they are going to lie. You're going to feel it. They know they took you for granted. They took your kindness for weakness, Aquarius. So let's find out what's happening here with Aquarius and this person. Why did this person take you for granted, Aquarius? Okay, so this is somebody who has put certain boundaries in place, maybe with communication. You can only talk to them at certain times. They shut their phone off after a certain time. They only communicate when it's effective for them. Their communication may be a little bit raw too. There could be physical distance between the two of you. Yeah, they're definitely secretive. I think your intuition knows that they did take you for granted. They could be somebody who will only talk to you when they contact you. If you reach out to them, they don't respond, they don't call back, they don't answer, but when they call, they expect you to respond. Okay, what's going to be the likely outcome here? Oh, God, the King and Queen of Swords, your divine counterparts. That could be why you're feeling pulled towards them. Okay, you could be married to this person too. Injustice, that they're not going to be truthful, they're not going to be honest, they're not going to be fair. They could be talking to other people, they could be wanting to fight with you, and they're defending their stance that they know they took you for granted, they're not going to admit it. They want to overcome it, but they're not going to give you any emotion overcoming it. It's kind of like, I'm going to chase you and pursue you, and it's kind of like tag you're it. Once I tag you, I'm going to run away, and I want you to chase me. And when you try to catch me, you're not going to. And when I'm tired, I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to turn around, and then I'm going to chase after you. And you're going to like it, but then you're not going to like it when I stop and I get bored with chasing you and I run away. And that's this King of Swords energy. It's kind of like my way or the highway. I'm going to communicate when I want to communicate, how I want to communicate, and for how long. And I'm only going to say what I want to say because this person is very secretive. They're coming through with their return, not being honest with you. They're keeping something from you. And it could be that they're talking to other people, they're communicating with other people, and you may accuse them of that, and they may defend and say, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. But listen to your intuition. You're going to know. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel that weirdness, that awkwardness of elevation in your body. All right, let's get a spirit animal of advice for Aquarius. What is the spirit animal that Spirit is sending to you along your journey? What is it you need to know? What is it you need to hear that's going to serve your highest good, Aquarius? Aquarius. We have the Swan, number 90. The next 90 days is significant. Let's look at the Swan energy. 90 could be significant somehow. Maybe you graduated high school in 1990. The last 90 days could be significant. Seek inner peace is your advice. Embodying transformation, purity, and refined elegance, the Swan inspires us to seek inner peace, embrace self-growth, and navigate life's challenges with grace. Just as the Swan effortlessly glides upon the water, we can handle life's fluctuations with dignity, never losing sight of our true nature. So you're being asked to grant peace in your situation or circumstance within you getting to a peaceful place of what's happening. So when you see the Swan, that is your advice, is to find peace in the situation. Pisces, if you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Pisces, no contact and separation What is going on with you and your person? What's their feelings? What's their intentions? What's their next actions, Pisces? This person feels like they're not moving on from you, but things have changed in their life. Circumstances have changed. Whatever you said to them, you were right all along. They do need to become a better person, and that's some of the things that they need to change. They're not mentally stable right now, but they're on a mission to gain stability and security mentally over what they do need to do. So let's find out what has changed for this person for Pisces. What is this change that has happened for the Pisces person? If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Okay, so this person maybe has moved. Maybe they didn't communicate yet that they have moved or relocated. This is somebody who is needing to look at the black and white of their circumstance or their situation, that they needed to change something, meaning they were maybe in a bad environment. Maybe they were around really toxic friends or family. Maybe they were with somebody as a partner that they needed to depart and leave from. Maybe even a work environment that was really taking a toll on them. So I do see that they have moved. So they've moved locations physically, okay? So somebody who is hopeful that things are going to get better. They're going to pour back into the connection once they've let go of this control that they've had to maintain. Yeah, it looks like it could even be a situation or circumstance where it could be their children that were very negative in their environment. It could have been a co-parenting dynamic. I do see that they are taking accountability for their mental health, so that is something they're doing. They're trying to get to a place of peace. What's going to be the likely outcome for Pisces and this person? Okay, justice. So they are coming through with the truth. They are definitely going to attempt to return to you, and they're dropping whatever this burden was. So they're taking the accountability and ownership of what they do have control over, and you're going to be really happy about it too, because they are going to come back to pour back into the connection once they get their mental state under control with the situation. All right, let's get an animal oracle message of advice for Pisces. What is the spirit animal that Spirit is sending you on your journey? You need to know, you need to hear, that's going to serve your highest good, Pisces. We have the flamingo, number 29. 29 or 92 could be significant. Pink could be your favorite color. 29. Strive for social harmony. In its instinct grace, the flamingo exemplifies harmony in our social engagement. And it urges us to cherish our individuality, yet promotes cohesion. Much like the flamingo's poised adaptation to varying terrains, we too can move through life's ebbs and flows with elegance, understanding that balance is crucial. So really being able to harmonize socially with where you're at and understanding balance and not overgiving and not overtaking is going to be a really key factor for you at this time.